we will see how to solve using for loop. So for loop, we are going to take for I in range. So here we want numbers from 10 to 1, means in descending order we want. So here for range we will take 10 and up to 1 we want. So we will take here 0 and -1, means it is decreasing. So step we have taken -1, because of that it is decreasing, means first it will print 10, then 9, up to 1 it will print. So we know that last whatever number you have given end, it is always excluded. Then I will print this on the console. Print I will take end is equal to space. Now we will run this. So now we are getting 10 to 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Right? So in this way you can solve this using for loop. So print using for loop. The same thing we are going to solve using while loop. Print using while loop. So for while loop we know that first we need to take one variable outside of the loop. So that I am taking here C is equal to 10, and this variable we are going to decrease in the loop. So our condition will be while C is greater than or equal to 1. While C is greater than or equal to 1, print C. And what we are going to do, C's value we are going to decrease in the loop, so that terminating condition can occur. So when this will become 0, so this condition will get failed and loop will stop executing. And here also I will take end equal to space. So now we will run this. So now here we are getting, this is in for loop, and the same we are getting with while loop. So this is using for loop and this is using while loop. So we are getting the same output, but we have used different loops. So in any way you can solve this problem. Next question is, write a program to print sum of numbers present inside list. So to solve this, first we have to take one list, and using loop we are going to loop over that list, and one by one we will add its element. So for example, I have one num list. So using range I am creating this list. Range. So I am taking here 6 or 1 to 5, 1 to 6 we will get, so that we will get list of 1 to 5 numbers. So here we will print that list on the console. Num list. Now if I run this, I am getting here this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our list. This is our list. So what we need to do, we want to add this. So what will be the addition? 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 2 14, and this is 15. So we are going to add all these numbers and we will get output as 15. So we need to take one variable outside of the class, sorry, outside of the loop. I am taking it as a 0, and inside this loop we are going to update this a equal to I, means this is same as a is equal to a plus I, right? So now with this we are getting the final result of all addition of numbers in the a. So now I will run this. So I am getting here 15, right? So in this way, using for loop, we can do addition of all numbers. To solve this using while loop, so for while loop, we have to take one variable outside of the while loop. I will take here I is equal to 0. So then while I is less than length of num list. Then what we are going to do, we are going to take one more variable here, b is equal to 0, and we are going to update that in the for loop. So we are going to take b plus num list of I, means it will one by one index wise it will access elements and it will get added. So num list of I, so first it will take whatever the first number, then second, then third, fourth and 5. So in this way we are going to get addition of all numbers in B. So now we need to update this I so that we can achieve terminating condition, right? So this is same as I is equal to I plus 1. So now I will print using while loop, addition will be in B. So we are getting same, using while loop also we are getting the same addition, right? So in this way, using for loop or while loop, you can solve this problem. Next program is write a program to print numbers from 1 to 10 by using while loop. So what we need to do, we need to print numbers from 1 to 10 using while loop. So many times we have solved this problem using for loop. So now we are going to solve this using while loop. So for example, I am taking here, so I have to take one variable outside of the loop, and we will increment that variable inside the loop. So while I less than or equal to 10, means how many numbers we want to print? We want to print from 1 to 10. So what will be our condition, terminating condition, when I is greater than 11? So we don't want to print numbers after 11. So this will be the terminating condition 11. So when I become 11, at that time this loop will stop working. So I will print I and we need to update that I in inside loop. So now we will print this on the console. So I am getting here 1 to 10. So what was our problem statement? Print numbers from 1 to 10 by using while loop. So we have used here while loop. So first we have initialized I with 1. Then we are checking this condition, I is less than or equal to 10. Yes, this condition is true. So it will go inside. So first I is 1. So it will print 1. Then I is updated, that is 2. Then again it will check condition 2 is less than or equal to 10. Yes. Then again it will print. Then again I will increment it. How long it will go? When I will become 11. So then it will go here. Then 11 is less than or equal to 10. No. So here condition will get failed and loop will stop executing. Right. So in this way you can solve this problem. Next program is to display the sum of first n numbers using while loop. So here we will take first n value. So from user. So n is equal to int input, enter a number. So user will enter number, means those first values. So those, for example, user has entered 5. So first 5 numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those we want to add. So then we will take one variable, one more variable I, which we are going to use in loop. Means we are going to update that, and we will take here for addition, means sum. For sum we will take s value. Sum is also we will initialize with 0. Then next while loop we have to use while I is less than or equal to 9. Means I value will be, for example, user has entered n is equal to 5. Then I will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So we have to update I inside loop also. So next, so here s is equal to, sorry, s is equal to, means it is similar to s is equal to s plus I. So I value will be get added to, yes, that is our final sum. So then we are incrementing this I here with 1. It is same as I is equal to I plus 1. Right. So then we will print sum on the console. So that is s. So for example, user has entered here 5. 5 has entered, right? So then s, I and s are initialized to 0. Then first condition will check I is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is true. So it will go inside. So here first, so here we are going to write i's value. I is going to become, first it is 0. So then here s is equal to s plus I. So s value is also 0. So here s is equal to s plus I, means s plus 0 means 0. It will be 0 in first iteration. Then I is incrementing. So then how we are incrementing? I is first initially it is 0. So then 0 plus 1, that is 1. So I is becoming 1. So now I has become 1. Right. So next again it will check the condition. So here n is 5 we have taken. So then I has become 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. So it will come inside. Then what we are going to do here? S plus I. Right? So now s is 0, I is 1. So s plus I means 1. Here sum is 1. Then I is incremented to I plus 1, means I was 1. So it is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So next again condition will check. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, true. So then here again it will come inside. So s is equal to s plus I, means what is s? S is 1. 1 plus I, that is 2, means it will become 3. then again I value will get incremented to 3. Next, again it will come here. So 3 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. So then what it is doing? So s is equal to s plus I, means s value is earlier 3 and I is also 3. So 3 plus 3, 6. So s has become 6. So then I value is incrementing. So earlier it was 3. So now it will become 4. So then again it will come here. 4 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is less. So then what it is doing? S plus I. S value is 4. 4 plus I, that is 10. It will become 10. So I value is 4. That's why 6 plus 4 is 10. Then I value is incremented. Then it will become 5. So 5 is coming here at the loop condition. 5 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So 5 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is less. So then what it will do? S plus I. So S is 10 and I is 5. So it will become 15. Right? So then I value will become here I plus 1. So I earlier it was 5. Now it will become 6. So now condition again it will come here. So 6 is less than or equal to n, that is 5. No, condition will get failed. So here yes variable is getting updated with the sum and I value is coming the iteration, right? So in this way we can solve this. So if I run this, so 5 it is giving 15. So we will run it again. So 10 it is giving 55, right? So now again I will give here 100, it is 5050, right? So in this way you can solve this problem. So next program is write a program to prompt user to enter some name until entering exit. So here you have to use while loop. So infinite while loop you have to use here. So infinite loop you have to use. So infinite loop means there is always condition true. So we will take here while true. So this loop is infinite loop, always condition is true, right? So next we are asking user to enter some name, input, enter a name and enter exit to stop, enter exit to stop. Okay. So now what we are doing, if name dot lower, means we are converting whatever user is entering into lower case and we are comparing this string with exit. So if it is exit, then break, right? Else what we want to do, otherwise instead of else we will take print name is name, right? So in this way you can solve this. So here how it will work, so always condition is true. So then name is equal to input enter a name and enter exit to stop. So for example, instead of exit you have entered something name, so this condition will not get uh, true. So you are entering name means it is not equal to exit. So because of that break will not get executed and that name will be printed on the console. So when you will enter exit, so then name dot lower is equal to exit. So this equality condition will get true. So then it will break. So here after this loop break we will print here thanks for using our application, right? So now here once loop will get break, so then this will get printed on the console. So if I run this, enter A, B, C, then if I enter exit, so then thanks for. So here we will take once some space so that it will be more readable. So I am taking here A, name is A, T, name is T. So then I am taking here Ram, and I will exit. Then it is when user is entering exit, so at that time this loop will get break and next line will get printed, right? So in this way you can solve this problem. Next problem is write an infinite loop. So what is meant by infinite loop? The loop in which condition is always true, so that is called infinite loop. So to implement infinite loop you have to use while loop, right? So now how to implement, you have to take while and condition is always true, so it is true we are taking, right? So this is code block, it will start with colon. So before this we will take one variable I is equal to 0, and here we will print that I on the console. I, and here inside this loop we are going to increment this I by 1. So now as this is infinite loop, so it will print this I infinitely. So because it is always condition is true. So after this we will take one statement outside of the loop. Then here after loop execution means what you want here. So when this loop will get completely executed, then it should get printed. But as it is infinite loop, so control will not come here, never come here, and here this line will never ever get printed on the console. So now we will run this. So I am getting here I, so it is infinitely going, right? So this is called infinite loop. So what is infinite loop? So when condition is always true, so that is called infinite loop. So after loop execution is not getting printed here, so it is printing just numbers, right? Means I value is getting incremented by 1 and it is printing on the console, right? So in this way you can implement the infinite loop. So how to break this loop? You have to press Ctrl C. So now with this loop will get break. So if you want to break this infinite loop, so what you have to do, based on some condition, you have to execute break. For example, if I equal to 50, so then I am breaking this loop. So in this way you can break this infinite loop. So it is after loop execution, right? So now in this way you can implement infinite loop. So next problem is write a program to display stars in right angle triangle. So means in this way we want to print. So step by step we will solve this problem. So here if we observe here, for first line it will contain one star, second line contain 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. Means here line number is getting incremented, and with that number of stars are also getting incremented. So we have to in this way we have to try to apply logic. So as number is incrementing, line number is incrementing, star is also incrementing. So now we will solve this. So now first we will try to print using for some, we will take some five line numbers we want. For example, for 5, so for uh, I in range 5. So first we will print this star. What we will get, we will see. So now star I am printing. So if I run this, So I am getting here 5 star. But what I want, as number is increasing, as line number is increasing, those many stars means, for example, I is, for example, if I am taking here 1 to 6 I will take, so means it will go up to 5, means I value will be 1 2 3 4 5, right? So now here, so what I want, as I value is 1, so it should print 1 star. Then as line is incrementing, so as I is incrementing, it should print 2 star. So for that, what we need to take, we need to take inside there one more loop. What that loop will do, it will take this I number, iterate will this, whatever this I number range is there, and it will print those star. So now we will take this star inside one more for loop for j in range I. Because why I have taken I, because this is number line, and what I want, as I am going on next line, I want those many stars. So that's why I am iterating over this for j in range I. So then I am printing this star. So let's check what output we are getting. So I am getting, so these all the stars are getting printed in the one one vertical line. So now we want on the horizontal, so here we will take end is equal to 1 space we will take. So I don't want on new line, I want on same line. So I am getting all the stars on the same line. But what is issue here? So if I run this program again, so how many stars I should get here? So 1 3 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10 15, 15 stars. So how many stars I am getting? 3 6 9, 9 plus 6 15. So means what issue is happening here? So all those stars are getting printed. So means as our I is changing, so number of stars also changing, but all the stars are getting printed on the same line. So now then what we need to do? So after each line print, we need to add one more line here. So I will add one more print statement here. So if you are taking blank print function, so it is adding one line there. So if I run this, so see, we are getting the output, means here what we got here, so number of stars, so I is 1 2 3 4 5, and what is inside loop it is doing, inner loop is doing, so it is printing the number of stars as line is incrementing. So earlier, so first iteration I is 1, so j in 1, so 1 star is printed. So then j I is 2, so then j is iterating range 2, means it will print 2 stars, right? So in this way you can solve this problem. So now what we will do, we will generalize this problem. So we will take here n value from user, so int input enter number of lines. So user will enter number of lines, and what we will do, we will go that much line 1 to n. So if I run this, so I am taking here 6, so it is giving me 5 lines, right? Why? Because it is going up to 1 to n, because we have started 1 to n is, we have given 6, means 1 to 5 it will go, right? So I will run it again, will give 10. So now in this way you can solve this, otherwise you can take here n plus 1, so that you will get exactly those many lines. I am taking here 5, so here we are getting 5 lines. So if I run it again, if I enter 10, So we are getting 10 lines, right? So in this way you can solve this problem. So step by step you have to solve this problem. Take some initial steps in what output you are getting, then as per your intended output what should be the changes you have to do in this. So you have to think about that. It is not like that in first step itself you are going to get a final output. You have to think how to solve this problem, right? So in this way you can solve this problem. So next problem you have to solve is write a program to display stars in pyramid style, also known as equivalent triangle. So this is the equivalent triangle. Means if you observe here, the number of spaces are getting decreased as your line number is increasing, right? So here and as line number is increasing, stars are increasing. So first line you are printing 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. So we have taken line number of lines as 5. So now step by step we will solve this. So we will take here n is equal to 5 first, then for I in range 1 to n plus 1, right? So now here what we want to print, first you have to print spaces. So here spaces you are taking, right? How many spaces you are taking? So you are taking spaces as n, okay, 5 spaces you are taking for example. So now if we want we will change it, then end is, so I am taking here, I don't want add new line, I want on the same line, right? So now spaces are getting printed, and after these spaces I want to print star. So how many star I want to print? So I want to print stars as the number of I, right? So now here next we are doing updation of I, because as line number is increasing we want to reduce the spaces. So 1. So now this much program we will run, what output we are getting we will check. So here we are getting something issue is there with our code. So now here also I will try with end is equal to spaces, because in stars also I want spaces. So those spaces I haven't given. Okay, right? So those are coming on one line. So now here I need to take here space, I should take instead of taking here, right? So if I run this, yes, now I am getting the output, right? So in this way step by step you have to solve such a problem. So if you are getting some different output, then you have to try how I can get exact output, right? In this way you have to solve this. Now we will generalize this program. Int input enter number of lines. So now we will run this. Giving here 10. So now it is giving us equilateral triangle of 10 lines. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So in this way step by step you can solve such a problems. So next problem is take one list of numbers and loop over it using while loop and print elements on the screen in one line. So we want on one line. So now first we will take one number list. Num list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so now this is my list, and what we need to do, loop over it using while loop and print elements on the screen. So we have to use here for while loop, so instead of for loop I am taking here one variable I is equal to 0. So then we will check the condition while I is less than length of this list. Why I have taken length of list? Because for example now this list length is 6. So now this length is 6. So what will be the value of I? So I will go from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So as we are getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means these are the indexes of list element 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And using these indexes and using this I variable we can easily access element of list. So I will print that on the console num list I. So with these indexes we are accessing elements. And what is next condition? In one line. So in one line, so I should take here end is equal to space. So instead of new line I want end as space. So if I run this, oh yes, so this is in while loop has happened. So I should increase this I inside the loop. So I am taking here 1, right? So this is problem with while loop. So you have to think about this terminating condition. So now I am getting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So in this way you are getting all list element in one line. Right? So in this way you can solve this problem. So next problem is print first 10 natural numbers using while loop. So 10 natural numbers means 1 to 10. So for that first we need to take one variable I is equal to 1. Then using while loop. So while I is less than or equal to 10 means up to 10. So it will start, I will start from 1, it will go up to 10. Then we will print I on the console. Then and here I should increase this I so that terminating condition will occur. Right? So now we will print this on the console, run this code. So we are getting first 10 and natural numbers. Right? So in this way you can solve this problem.